wait for
He hasn't answered me yet.
The only one to pay the penalty for our
Sometimes do. Yeah.
Hey, no, mate. Hey, let's go. Where's the Julesmobile?
We're waiting for Ian to drop off.
The duck is terrific.
I'm Steve's servant, as you can see.
Julian Assange. Where's the Julesmobile? It's supposed to be here today. Yeah, I know. You just drive around, I think. That's what they'll do.
One of those.
Anyway, the weather's getting better.
Morning, Julian Assange. 4th of February.
I think it's what's it called?
What are you doing, Assange? Extradition hearing, 24th of February. Court Julian Assange. Extradition hearing. Free Julian Assange. Extradition hearing, 24th of February. Sorry? Free Julian Assange. Extradition hearing, 24th of February. Big rally mountain place, 12 p.m.
Petition will be good.
Try and see all the family being debunked.
My hero.
Hey, Julian Assange.
Hello. I don't recognise you like that with that hood.
Camera. 12 p.m. Come and support Julian Assange. Stand up for the truth.
I'll do my best during my lunch break. I'll do my best to
Amazing how water can grip. Stick into it. Free Julian Assange. His extradition hearings, 24th of February. Big rally. Last place, 12 p.m.
Oh, you got the banners.
Truth.
Somewhere there's a hat.
Joel, the real criminals, not the ones exposing them. Stop government corruption. Free Julian Assange. Extradition hearing, 24th of February. The
Really, 24th February,
12 p.m.
they will hand it over.
It will be the beginning of his trial in London.
Stand up against government corruption.
First day. But it will keep going till...
Well, still he is brave enough to stand in the face of the bloody, you know.
It's very brave.
And no, the media in Australia is silent.
Mera dog. Mera dog. Control all the media.
Freedom of speech. Free Julian, a free Palestine. Free Palestine. Yeah, we're with Julian Assange. Petition hearing, 24th of February. Big rally, 24th of February.
Okay, we've got one up.
This is a beauty, so big.
It's good, yeah. Free Julian Assange. His extradition hearings, 24th of February. It's a big rally, Martin Place, 12 p.m. on a Monday. Come do any lunch box. Come join us, stand up for free speech. Stand up for the truth. Stand against government corruption and lies. Free Julian Assange. All right. Woo.
Thank you for doing this great work. I think more of us should try to stand up for the truth. But life sometimes stands between us and coming to those protests and events. Yeah. But thank you for doing great work.
Thank you.
Just don't look up to the sheep, anybody can do that. You don't need to be able to read, you don't need to...
Free Julian Assange, his extradition hearing, 24th of February. Really Martin Place, 12 p.m. Yeah, there was some guys here from Palestine. Free Julian Assange, his extradition hearing, 24th of February. Rally Martin Place, 12 p.m. Stand up for freedom of truth, freedom of speech. Free Julian Assange. Stand against government corruption and murder. place, 12 p.m. I'm joining us in the government corruption fight. Not to see other people. Should be. Enough's enough. Free Julian Assange. They shouldn't have. Oh yeah, I put it in, I just haven't Free Julian Assange, his extradition hearings, 24th of February. Stand up for truth and against government lies and corruption.
So hello everyone, like every Friday we are here to tell you a little bit about Julian Assange, and today we wanted to tell you about voices from all over the world, including human rights organizations, which are condemning the treatment of Julian Assange by the UK government. So we know about Julian's hearing that is happening, commencing on the 24th of February 2020, and if he is extradited to the US, he will face 18 charges under the 1917 Espionage Act and a potential sentence of 175 years in prison. And this is for alleged crimes which include some of the greatest pieces of citizen journalism of the 21st century. These award-winning journalism from Julian Assange include the Iraq war logs, the Afghan war logs, Cablegate, and the famous Collateral murder video. Although Assange is not a US citizen, the US has pressured Sweden and then the UK government into misusing their legal systems to corral Assange for 9 tortuous years. And they have asserted their imperial right to prosecute and punish Julian Assange just because he dared reveal US war crimes. So we wanted to tell you about some courageous people and organizations that have come in support of Julian Assange's freedom. And the first one is the European institutions. They're changing after years of silence, and recently the European Parliamentary Assembly spoke in support of freeing Assange immediately. They also supported the United Nations judgment about the inhuman treatment of Julian Assange and called for his immediate release. We also have Amnesty International. The Deputy Director of Europe, Massimo Moratti, has also warned that the United Kingdom would be in breach of its obligations to protect Julian Assange, his human rights, if he were to be extradited to the United States. And Mr. Moratti has said the British authorities must acknowledge the real risks of serious human rights violations Julian Assange would face if sent to the USA, and they must reject the extradition request. The UK must comply with the commitment it has already made that Julian would not be sent anywhere where he could face torture or other ill treatment. So this afternoon we will be talking a little bit more about these issues with you, and of course inviting you to join us and inviting you to come to the big march and demonstration that we have on the 24th of February in Martin Place. That is to mark the first day of the extradition hearing for Julian Assange.
It's just a message from John Shipton. It says our Australian politicians are in a position to advocate for Julian Assange and must do so. It is their duty to ensure that Julian Assange is free and that this shameful and revengeful action against Assange is stopped once and for all. Free Julian Assange. Stand up for the truth. Stand up for freedom of speech. Tony, get on those stairs.
No, he doesn't need to.
You stood up for your rights to stand on the stairs.
Oh, you think you're in the middle?
Yeah. I'll come with you. Free Julian Assange. His extradition hearings, 24th of February. Big rally at Martin Place, 12 p.m. Come and stand up for freedom of speech, freedom of the press, free Julian Assange. Stand up against political oppression, government lies. Julian Assange. His extradition hearings, 24th of February. There's a rally at Martin Place, 12 p.m. Come and stand up for freedom of speech. Stand up for your rights. Stand up for your right to know. Julian Assange. He's in Belmarsh.
How can an Australian who's never lived in the United States get arrested for crimes in the United States, working, visiting Sweden and Britain? It doesn't make sense.
Exactly. They want to take away the First Amendment rights for being a
That's
journalist.
it, that also is idiotic.
Free Julian Assange. His extradition hearings, 24th of February. Big rally, 12 p.m, Martin Place. Stand up for freedom of speech.
So what day is that?
10 minutes, stand up for that. What is it? Cool. Come round again?
And he's going to come that way, so shall we go over there?
So the van is going to come along that way?
It's going to come around, yeah.
park. Want to come across?
They're just running off donations going around the country. The Julesmobile. Good.
Oh, you got the vest?
Yeah, he gave it to me.
The yellow vest?
Yeah.
He's in the United States or here in Australia?
No, he's currently in Belmarsh Prison, which is a maximum security prison.
Here in Australia?
No,
He was
in
the one that was talking to me last
In
week.
London. And the Americans are trying to extradite him to the United States, and he's facing espionage charges, even though he's an Australian citizen.
It is Australian citizen.
He's an Australian citizen, and he's a journalist. It's the greatest injustice. And
Free Julian Assange.
and there's protests moving
Extradition
all over
hearings,
the world,
24th of February.
all through Europe.
There's going to be a rally. Martin Place, 12 p.m. Come join us.
So, and it's going before the courts on the 24th.
Free Julian Assange. His extradition hearings, 24th of February. It's going to be a rally at Martin Place, 12 p.m. Stand up for freedom of speech. Stand up for true journalism. Free Julian Assange. His Assange extradition hearings, 24th of February. Big rally at Martin Place, 12 p.m. Come join us, free Julian Assange. We're missing you, Pietro.
He's Australian. Forget about everything, he's Australian. And he's a whistleblower. Why is he in jail? You know what I mean?
He's a journalist. And anytime, they can do that to anyone.
Yeah, anyone. Of course, I understand. Should be freedom of speech. Maybe sometime in future. Guys, support the guys. You guys are doing a good job.
Stand up for freedom of speech. Stand up for true journalism, not that corporate media rubbish that's lying to you every day.
You're being lied to.
Free Julian Assange. Never had to retract a single story.
Thank you.
Free the truth.
Stand up for your rights. Slowly eroding every day.
Stop the war crimes.
Enough's enough.
Stop the war.
Stop the corruption!
Stop the corruption.
Free Julian Assange!
Free Julian Assange.
Free Julian Assange. Extradition hearing, 24th of February. It's going to be a rally at Martin Place, 12 p.m. Come join us. Stand up for freedom of speech. Stand up for true journalism.
Stand up for freedom.
Stand up for the truth. Stand against government oppression, secrecy and media, corporate media lies, Murdoch media lies. Free the truth.
Free Assange.
There's a link to some of those and sign the petitions.
I will try to help as much as I can. Thank you so much.
And on the 24th of February we have our march because that's the first day of the hearing in the UK. We'll be at Martin Place from 12 o'clock. So come along.
Thank you so much.
Gunning them down in cold-blooded murder.
Oh, sure, I mean you what?
Well, there's, if you want to do a petition, there's one here. But if you want to get informed about our activities,
We don't need this one.
it doesn't matter.
No, the petition is available to everybody in the world. But it is aimed at the Australian government, but not entirely. I think it's also being presented to the Queen of England.
Yes. Our petition. Yeah, you just put your name here. Do you know about Julia?
That's good.
Okay.
And there is something in principle.
That's all good. Free Julian Assange. Free the truth.
I relate to it. I'm a programmer.